Welcome to Pop Song Tech. I'm Otis Ranger. Music today is going to feature the sounds of Stargroves, a great band out of New York City that we featured on the show in the past. The song today is called Star Elf. Technology today is going to be the continuation of our energy series. While last week we spoke about nuclear power with my dad, he's back in studio today to talk with us about hydrogen power and the hydrogen economy. Stay tuned for more.
Hi. You're not going to believe where I am now. Iceland. Yeah, it's amazing, really. Have a look at this, yeah?
Hey, I'm in love. My fingers keep on clicking to the beating of my heart. Hey, I can't stop my feet. Ebony and ivory and dancing in the street. Hey, it's 'cause of you. The world is in a crazy, hazy hue. My heart is beating like a jungle drum. Ba-da-dum-ka-dum-ka-dum-dum-dum-dum. My heart is beating like a jungle drum. Rock-a-dum-ka-dum-ka-dum-ka-dum-dum.
To understand the essence of all this, we need to stand among the test tubes and lab coats at the University of Reykjavik,
You can see here on the desktop.
where Thorsten Sigfusson, head of Icelandic New Energy, will try to explain how it all works.
Hydrogen is the most common element in the universe. It's all over the universe, if you like. It's the lightest of the elements, it's the simplest of the elements. When hydrogen combines with oxygen, it forms water. And in fact, you can split water by using electricity again into hydrogen and oxygen. And this is exactly the basis of this hydrogen energy economy, that we would be using hydrogen for powering vehicles, ships, buses, etc.
So Iceland has plenty of the key ingredients, water and electricity. Zap water with electricity and you produce hydrogen, which is then passed through a fuel cell to power an electric motor. The benefits, no pollutants.
Hey, this is Ted Watson from Stargroves, and you're listening to Pop Song Tech.
Say hello to the sun for me. The thoughts that live under your stairs, saying, "Come on, son, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day to throw your hats in the air and say the words that fall out of nowhere. Rebel on the run when you're going my way, when you're heading my way. Go on, chase all the noise away, the dreams to call you up so late, falling to the ground as your roots turn gray, as your roots cannot believe. For you, lies come true. Every word that you say, lighting up the way for the summer on the road. They bend, they break, far from any one place. I will start, I will be born, leaving the war that you wage, far, far away from New York City. Say hello to the sun for me, the thoughts that live under your stairs, saying come on son, it's a beautiful day, it's a beautiful day. Throw your hats in the air and say the words that fall out of nowhere. Rebel on the run when you're heading my way, when you're coming my way. So go on, sleep all your days away. The dreams that call you up so late can't hop off the ground as your roots turn gray, as your roots turn gray. You know it all looks the same out here. Call me crazy, I don't care. Rebel on the run when you're looking my way, when you're coming my way. And say hello to the sun for me, the thoughts that live under your stairs, saying come on son, it's a beautiful day, it's a beautiful day to throw your hats in the air.
That, my friends, is Stargroves right there with the song of theirs called Hats in the Air off their self-titled album from 2014. The lead singer on Stargroves is Ted Watson, and we had a great interview with him back on episode 17, which I invite you to check out after you finish listening to this show today. And greetings, my friends. I am your host, Otis Ranger, and I want to thank you sincerely for supporting the show. For those of you that have retweeted our tweets or liked something of ours on Facebook or shared a comment with me via email at popsongtech@gmail.com. Thank you so much, and certainly invite you also to give us 5 stars and a nice review on iTunes or Google Play Music, and share us with a friend. This is your kind of weekly source for a mashup of emerging music, emerging technology, and taking a look at the underlying commonalities between the two. We talked about why those things kind of go together, like a horse and carriage last week on episode 35. But today I got a great show for you. My dad is back in studio with us today. We had a great interview with him last week. He's a nuclear engineer, and we talked about nuclear power and other power sources that are underlying the energy needs of all those gadgets that you might have seen or heard about at the Consumer Electronics Show last week in Las Vegas. It seems like the big winner coming out of CES was probably Alexa from Amazon. The Alexa voice services seem to have made their way into thousands of products that were being featured and talked about at CES. And, there was a ton of conversation last week about autonomous cars. There's some new what do they call them? Demo vehicles or concept cars. That's what it is, from Toyota that were being shown for kind of what cars are going to look like in a few years, potentially. There's a brand new competitor to Tesla that came out of China. I believe it's called Faraday. And it's had some production problems, but, the thing looks pretty sweet. They had a demonstration of this car backing into a parking spot on its own. Totally autonomous, but again, normally a car that you would drive but can still back itself into a parking spot. Pretty cool what these things are starting to do. And it's the common element in a lot of these things, though, is a need for power. And, even if you've got electric vehicles rather than gas vehicles, you may think that you're doing a great job for the environment. But if that electric is coming from, coal plants, are you really doing anything better for the environment by getting an electric car than getting a efficiently run gasoline-powered car? You got to know where the electric's being made, and that's what we're kind of talking about on the Energy Series here at Pop Song Tech this month. Last week, nuclear power. This week, we're talking about hydrogen power and the hydrogen economy. And my dad, again, a nuclear engineer, but his background is also in chemical engineering. His undergrad focused in chemical engineering. So the guy is an expert also in hydrogen power, of all things. And, the guys in Iceland, we started the show off talking about that a little bit. They've got kind of a pressing need, and they say that necessity is the mother of all invention. And when you don't have other sources of power, like in Iceland, you look to what you got. You got steam around, you got hydrogen, you got those types of things. And that's why Iceland is kind of a model country for the use of hydrogen power. And I thought it would be nice also in part to feature the music of Stargroves, because they've got lots of nods and references to Iceland in some of their songs. They've got a great song that we featured on a past show called Half Awake in Reykjavik is one example, and they've got other things on here that I can't read because they're in a different language. But anyway, great show for you today. It is a beautiful day as Ted Watson sings. It's a damn cold day, though, too. So I'm here, giving my Keurig at home a workout on the coffee here. So I've got both hands right now around my mug, and a little bit of coffee to keep me warm. It's 14 degrees outside. We got more snow out there, and, it is a cold day. We're still in kind of, the holiday hangover season here. Coming out of the holidays, putting stuff away, taking the Christmas tree down this past weekend, and, all those little elves that put together those presents and made them so much fun for the kids. Well, I thought it'd be fun to kind of give them a nod this week with our featured pop song from Stargroves. We're going today with their song also off their 2014 album. It's an older one, but it's a goodie. This one's called Star Elf. That's going to be our featured song today on Pop Song Tech, right on the other side of a little bit more conversation about our pocket full of sounds and what's been going on. So let's jump into it. I was in New York City this past week, and one of the things that I'd like to do in New York City is keep an eye out